back with some more Madden 20 gameplay. Um, we online, man. We finna hop on here and see who all out here. I really don't. I just take a look at my damn playbook. Michael Thompson, X Factor, Superstar, inside catch, ready is collapse pocket with the raw power. Flexion.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Denver Broncos. Stephen Gostkowski now has this one teed up, and we are underway from Gillette Stadium. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
I'm on offense.
Dad, wait. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Flacco from midfield. And he's got Hireman. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay.
Try to get up to that.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 36, Flacco. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Hold on, let me turn my mic real quick. This shit is trash. Audio set. Yo, that should do it.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Oh, yeah.
Barely got that snap off. Flacco now. And that is incomplete. He could hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
It's going to be a long day. Mike 52, Mike 52. 72.
From the gun, it's Brady. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Throwing on first down is Brady. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, pick it up, alert. Shadow.
Throwing again. Brady. Trying for Edelman again. This time he's got it. A gain of 32 that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
I like to explain what happened.
And there you go. Nothing really too complex.
What he just did was
keep your assignments. Let him
he
run
had enough time to go up in the hole.
Fundamental football.
He didn't see that hole was open, so he cut it to the outside. He had enough time to go out there.
End result, touchdown.
Goskowski with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
That shit was all over. Good. I didn't score?
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense. And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion. But he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll run. It's Lindsey. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 1st and 10 here for Flacco. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer to try again after the sack. Flacco, and he's going to go down again. Jamie Collins, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long.
Oh, what?
Shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And now Edelman. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Patriots take over.
You see that shit, bro.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that... But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
I'm gonna run you over. Watch the safety creep. Shadow. Hey, Haywood. Rip.
Now a play fake. Brady.
What to say, bro? You should have picked that.
Now it's intercepted.
Picked that first time,
Picked
bro.
off at the 38. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
I don't know why you trying me like it anyway.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw again on 2nd down. Flacco into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he almost gets this to the 30.
Leave it out there.
Taken down about a yard shy.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Patriots first down. First and 10, 29-yard line.
Check. Sugar. Let's get it together.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Brady on target to Edelman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
That throw by Brady incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. This is White on the screen. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Okay, you already have to. All right, okay.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
I can do something. Come on, bro.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They start the second half with Michel on the ground, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Check it, reload. 47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Go, go.
Shotgun now for Brady. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's play it in, Let's play it in, bro.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the toss, here's Michel. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Brady's throw there complete to Edelman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Mike's 47. Mike. All right. Hey, wahoo. Hey, let's get there.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. He hits his target, left side, Robinson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Wait, that. Here we go, T. Here I come. 47's the Mike, boy. 47. Hey, go 66. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, Alabama.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. From 13 yards out, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Yo,
A good sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
damn, boy.
Dad! We got that, Benitez! One.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off.
Well, I can't take.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Let me see. Let me bring you like this, man.
Let's go on. No, 66.
Something like that.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michelle. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
I like that, bro.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. The first carry down for Rex Burkhead. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Check it. 47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike, 47. Come on. Hey. High 7. Cover.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Hey,
Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. First target, first catch, and a first
out
down.
with fucking Tom Brady, and ain't nobody around him. That shit is wild.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
72.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
I like that, but I don't.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
This is what we call scared people. His name is Roddy Shore. Send him a friend request.
47. Check, 47.
That's what you call scared. A scared Madden player.
On 3rd down, Michelle. Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Bro, the time ain't running, bro. Come on, bro. Jeez.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Here we go with Michelle, and this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
I understand you scared of me, but damn.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pitch and catch complete to Hireman. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Flacco. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Hey, Foxtrot.
To pass, Flacco. Got a man. He finds Sanders. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Sutton reeling it in on the left side.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a first down. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Left side here to Sanders. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
7 yards there and a first down. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter. But second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
Let me try something real quick. Try Andy Reid playbook and balance. Multiple D. I don't know what the hell that is. We're gonna look at it though. Is multiple D just like balance D? I don't know. I was looking for the balance defense. Oh shit, my bad. Yo, EE, if you still in here, bro, subscribe to the channel, bro. Appreciate the comment too. I like the stream, bro.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Lutz now to kick this one away.
We don't want to win that.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Behind side, Renee!
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. On second down, a run with Lindsay. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. He's going to let this one go deep.
Defense.
And he bats it
why is my
away, and it
damn...
falls down incomplete.
I gotta change that, bro.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Sherrill's on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Nasty Nas in your ear.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
March 47. March 47. Oh, hey, Alpha.
To throw is Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his side.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
Good run, Kamara.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Flacco off play action.
He tried me. He tried me again.
And they work this well
trying me again
across
like
the
that.
45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys. You always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
A break from the ground game here. Flacco under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Hey, exit. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Barely got that snap off. Flacco now.
Ow!
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job.
How that miss?
What he could, but let's face it, that sack on
he was
second down,
it's
about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
Behind Sam, Grenade! 47. Danny. Hey, Monday! 47's the mic, 47's.
Flacco now on 4th. And he's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal.
Gun. Hurry up.
They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says
I see if you would have got down there like
just
2
go ahead
plays,
and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for 2, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
Nice dust.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Breeze. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one good for 26 and a first down. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that one. Both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there.
Ready. Little lady.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can.
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans.
I had to get that shit out there at the last minute, bro.
A 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints add on to their lead.
I got that out at the last
And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's put that team on the bus. Check it back. Hey, Monday.
1st and 10 here for Flacco. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this downfield incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yes! Block 80! Check 56. Hey, come on, no, come on, no. Hey, yellow! 56, Mike, 56. Let's go one more.
Flacco. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
I got you. Five-0. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Hey, watch this, man.
From the gun, Flacco. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Second half starts with a run by Murray. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brees over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st down, Flacco. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
A.J. Klein on the tackle there.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing here on 1st down, Flacco. It's complete to the tight end, Hireman. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. But he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. And again, it's Flacco to throw. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos.
This is my wrong playbook anyway, bro.
And the Broncos have cut to within a score. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the quarterback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now Breeze. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Again, it's Murray. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw with Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cook. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints add on to their lead. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here.
36. Hey, Charlie.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Try this.
Like Yellow.
Play action. Flacco. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Mike 55! Mike 55! You can't block me. You can't block me. Regular. Mike 55.
Third and long for Joe Flacco. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
They're going to look to throw on fourth with Flacco. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away.
Good game.
It falls
Nice dust. Good game,
the
bro.
Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Bro, if you're on YouTube, bro, you can go check out your gameplay on YouTube.
Yellow lady. Blue down. Alert 3.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time. And
Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints. 4 touchdown pass.
Good game, bro. Come on, bro. This dude really asked me for a friend playing rank or something. I'm not running that dang on defense no more in history, bro. Excuse me. I'm not running that play no fucking more, bro. I thought they had balance though. Let me try cover 2. I kind of like that Kansas City playbook. I'm gonna run it again. Cover 2. Cover 2.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick here, fielded about the 17.
Oh, you should have broke that.
They're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
54. Go. Go.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ends up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
At the 19-yard line.
Zero. Hey, Haywood.
From the red zone now, Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got
Gordon loses the football. It's loose.
that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Check right, check right. Check, 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 check.
Yeah, I'm like, this shit gonna be fly. I knew he was gonna fumble that shit.
Hey, I'm gonna go load it. Load it. Motion, motion. Left, left, left. 54.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Virgil Green there to make the grab. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
These dudes over here arguing about a fucking spot on the fucking
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking with those big behemoths starting to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. And This defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And now out comes Minnesota. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Okay.
Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. First down, here's the run with Cook. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins.
Brad, what
He'll
are
be
you doing?
brought down at the 27-yard line.
Like he tried to.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
This dude did a
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. Cousins, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Hey, Wahoo.
4th down, Cousins. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a kick.
He's got it
I thought he was
for
gonna run that
Minnesota
shit.
touchdown.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
From 13 yards out. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense at Summit.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
I seen that
the
zone
defensive
at
end,
the
Daniil Hunter, drops him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A 51-yard attempt.
That is all.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing on 2nd down. Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. To throw, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun.
Oh, my God.
Side on target to Thielen.
Who's throwing it to?
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing is Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown.
Ow.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Here's Bailey now for the extra point.
Fucking defense, bro.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
How the hell is he doing?
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The first down throw here for Rivers. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
I'm still up. That was kind of game.
Hey, box truck.
Following the interception, Cousins. He's going to wind up, and this is taken in at the 5.
Not trash.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
You won't score no more.
Kirk Cousins with
Defense,
3
playbook,
touchdown
trash.
passes now
Try
in
to
the
try new shit. You
afternoon.
won't
And the
score no more.
Vikings have taken the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
That shit weak, man.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. We have hit halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
I don't even get my fucking play. So we go run this.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Cousins now to throw on first down. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Oh my God, you the man, bro. I'm trash.
21 yards.
I can't hit nobody.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now
3 minutes.
of everything that was discussed in the half being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Oh, fighting off the defender. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Back to it after the pick six. Cousins. He completes it to Treadwell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Throwing.
Kick it!
Cousins. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Running from the gun, it's Abdullah. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Cousins on 3rd and 2.
Out of
It's
bounds.
complete. Abdullah.
Go.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Let's go.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
Man, I'm going to milk it.
Here's Matt Wild now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
Set, black 15! 54, light 54. Let's go, baby, return it. White 89!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Why are you running so slow?
It's the open man. It's Mike Williams. A big play there for L.A. 48 yards. They took a real chance there, throwing deep from their own end zone.
Yeah, just think about it this way. If you take that shot, which they just did, you're giving those pass rushers an extra chance to get you. Your escape hatch behind you is gone because the end line is there. Yet at the same time, they took the gamble, and boy, did it pay off.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger 1st.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Gordon.
Great one more.
And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. The intended receiver there, Allen, but now it's third down.
And she cut it all off, and she looked like E.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Throwing Rivers. And caught right side, Green. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Just to be like, nigga, you ain't up on this.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
I like this.
Let's get it. Back.
Again, Gordon on second and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a first and 10 at their own 23. Here's Cousins. Going deep for Diggs.
Oh, give me that.
This is intercepted, and that should do it.
Damn, bro.
Trevor Williams with a pick.
Oh, he gone. He gone.
And he brings this
Run
one
back.
back. It's
Run
a
back.
pick six.
Run back, and he's out of here. Let's go. Next game, on to the next. Poot Jones, good game. Yeah, once I download, like, what you really like to do is a wrap, bro. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, I can. I'm running my regular playbook, man. I'm gonna go with Green Bay. My first time playing with Green Bay. We're gonna see how y'all is. KC and New Orleans. Cannot kick it. Cannot kick it. Cannot kick it. I seen some shit. They were saying Dwight Howard was going Dwight.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Some stupid stuff, bro. Can I kick it?
No. 319. 26. Right there.
Rodgers now on first down. Got a man. That's Allison. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch 54. Too little, hey, 626.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Throwing is Rodgers. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Open here is Allison, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Hey, orbit.
Oh, that zone, boy.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one.
Oh, what?
And that'll be incomplete.
Oh, my God.
That took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
I don't care about making
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Who's that? Mike. Cat 300. Cat 300.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got it. Check.
They go back to the ground with Jones. James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers.
I threw it down. Oh, my God.
And a big turnover there.
I pressed
as
the
his
wrong
guys
button.
will
I
get
threw
the
it down.
football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Hey, we got 4 down. Say, 8.
Why everybody play them do the same thing?
First carry for Christian McCaffrey.
Damn,
He's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Newton. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Check 26, check 26. He's coming. 8. Watch twins.
Oh, my God. Trash, man.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey.
Damn.
Josh Jones in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He'll buy some time right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And an alley to run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, It's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
The hell?
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Right there to 3. 3 ball. 8.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Gun. Come on, baby.
Try me.
Let's see what you got. Hey, switch gears. 20.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it.
Whoa, you got that fumble and you got that edge pass.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And down to the 20, he'll go before heading out of bounds. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
X3. 218. Chopper. He's checking. Crash. Plant.
Man,
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
this might not work. We'll try it, though.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers.
Oh, my God.
But it's incomplete.
That's 3 touchdowns. I'm supposed to be up 21-0. I'm supposed to be up 21-0.
Like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open.
I'm supposed to be up 21-0.
And he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
21-0.
And the 20 right through.
First one I threw, around the ball.
They'll take it.
Now I'm
in front. Not be jumping because they have any like this. They'll be grouping in front.